Okay, so this was a last-minute decision. I just now placed my microphone in front of me, and we have less than 2 minutes before this began. I also did not actually have time to do audio balancing, so hopefully the audio balancing is going to be good. Let me know going into this whether the audio of the video is too loud. I want to be more audible than the video. After all, I'm going to kind of be talking, and I want you to be able to hear me without me being like equal volume, like multiple people talking at the same time, that sort of thing. Anyway, here is this reaction thing that I'm doing. I have decided to, like I said, do this last minute because I figure, I want to get more into indie gaming. Right now at Twitch, I am streaming. Quick tweet of this? I already tweeted it. Right now at Twitch, I am streaming a randomized run of Pokemon Silver. As soon as that is over, I want to do a couple of indie games, perhaps starting with New Super Lucky's Tale. We'll see. Ideally, I would have somebody in the indie scene come along and be all, hey, do you want to stream my game? That would definitely be cool. Not very likely, but it's certainly the dream. So we'll kind of see what happens there. And as for this, I figure I'll go ahead and watch this and react to it, and maybe something will stand out that possibly I can also stream in the future. Starting with a quiz thing, it looks like. Let's try that for volume. Normally I would... Oh, that's just the opening. Normally I would do the audio balancing ahead of time, but like I said, this was last minute. Is this a sequel to that golf RPG? It totally is. So this will be Golf Story 2 with tennis? Okay, I'm interested now. I didn't play Golf Story 1 because it was, well, golf, for one thing. Not as interested in golf, but if this has, like, apparently other sports, I might be a little bit more interested. Not entirely sure. There's a lot of sports in here. Some I am more interested in. That is a toaster. Sports Story. Yeah, I'm interested.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Kirk Scott, your friendly neighborhood indie guy.
And I'm Sam Robertson. Welcome to Indie World, a look ahead at some great indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
We're thrilled to kick off this edition of Indie World with Sports Story, the sequel to Golf Story and a game that's not just about sports.
Golf Story was really popular, so I imagine that there's going to be plenty of people excited about this.
Espionage, mini games, and plenty of friends and enemies to meet on your way to the Deca Sportathon. Sports Story launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch in mid-2020.
Alright, plenty of time for me to get other games out of the way. Oh hey, Lizard Cube, and .emu. Oh, it's this game. Interesting to see this game in the indie segment. I was not aware that this was an indie thing. Streets of Rage, right? Honestly, I've only slightly played a Streets of Rage game, never really got into them, and the only reason I played the one was because it was this little challenge between me and some friends to see who could get a high score in the first level.
Plates and bad guys to beat down when Streets of Rage 4 comes to Nintendo Switch in the first half of 2020.
皆さんこんにちは、中島秀和です。本作では D3 パブリッシャーでプロデューサーを務めています。グリムライトはステンドグラスをモチーフとしたアーティスティックな世界に静かで不思議な物語を入れ込んだ独創的なゲームです。その世界の中でプレイヤーは一本の剣となり、子供たちの力を借りて強大な敵と戦ったり、世 界なので迫ったりします。美しくも恐ろしいステンドグラスの世界であなたは何を感じ、何を考え、どんな旅をするのでしょうか。ぜひグリムライトの世界を楽しんでみてください。
A game where you play as a sword?
Turn into a sword. It
Oh,
probably
turn
be
into a sword.
Kind of freaky and kind of awesome. Eerily beautiful, if you will, especially if it happened in a stained glass world where you and some children are on a quest to reach its heart.
I like the
There's
character
UI, you
design.
ask? Where we're going, you won't need any UI. This game knows how players like you think and how to guide you through without anything unnecessary like words. Who needs them? See if you can cut to the heart of the stained glass world
That could
when
work?
Greenlight launches on Nintendo Switch.
No
in early
words. We'll see
2020.
how that works.
Hi everyone.
Looks
I'm
interesting, though.
Alexander Fernandez, CEO of Streamline Media Group, and today we're going to be showing you our brand new game, Bacon Switch. It's a violently cute couch co-op game that I think you're going to like. We like it. In fact, we liked it so much, we made it about food because we like to eat. That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty. Huh. Wow, that's the bliss ball right there. There you go. So
I
we hope you
guarantee
guys
that
like
this
it.
was not his
More
first take.
importantly, we hope you enjoy it because we had to work really hard on it, baking this and making sure it works. So please enjoy it and let us know what you think.
You see those cuddly dough things? They simply must be sacrificed to the guardians of dough. And so, in this party brawler, you and up to 3 other players need to work as a team to punch, combine, and bake those doughs before time runs out.
So
This
it's a
in your
multiplayer
face
game.
co-op action
Eh.
may be easy to pick up, but trust me, it's tough to master all the challenging mechanics in each level. And in player versus player mode, it's every baker for themselves. Bacon Switch will cook up something special on Nintendo Switch in summer 2020.
I'm much more into single-player
Hey, Nintendo
games.
fans. On behalf of the team here at Digital Continue, I'm excited to announce our new game, Super Mesh. Super Mesh is a game that makes games. It's a love letter to game culture, set in a game shop owned by a brother and sister discover a mysterious game console. The magic of Super Mesh is what we didn't do. The games it produces are not scripted. It's the game itself that mashes the genres together and creates a different game every time you play. You never know what it's going to do. Just do me one favor, okay? This is the code to my favorite Mash. When you pick up Super Mash for the Nintendo Switch next year, put it in. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, this is something that seems like I would play. Select genres to match. Platformer, JRPG. Somebody's actually making a game that is actually that. My question is, what if you combine the same genres more than once? In what way does it randomize so that each time is still different? Yeah,
Super Mash will shake things up.
This
on
is a
Nintendo
big
Switch in
maybe.
May 2020.
What would you do if the world around you was as strange and contradictory as ancient ruins filled with advanced technology? Well, in this first-person puzzle game, you're about to find out. Tasked by your creator with solving a series of complex puzzles, you'll divert drones, manipulate laser beams, and even replicate time to prove your worth.
it
Or
is
find a
interesting
way
that
out.
Tetrads
Who
are
are you?
not
What's your
copyrighted.
purpose? As you choose your own path through this nonlinear world, uncover the clues you need to decide for yourself.
I guess it's hard
You'll
to
have more than
copyright
120
shapes.
puzzles to solve, and the Talos Principle Deluxe Edition comes to Nintendo Switch later today.
Kind of reminded me
Nothing
of
quite
like
a high-seas
Myst.
adventure combining classic naval action with exploration. Really makes you want to expand your fleet and do battle with pirates, sea monsters, even the sea itself. The entire map is procedurally generated, and all across it you'll discover islands to explore and quests to take, from rescuing sailors to looting pirates. And you'll do it all from your custom boat. You pick the design, colors, weapons, and equipment. As you progress, you'll add new boats to your fleet and give orders to the crew on boats you aren't sailing yourself. Better keep track of the wind and use physics to your advantage. When Sailforth sails into port on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
You think it'll be better than Sea of Thieves?
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Clifford, developer here at Phoenix Labs. Since you last saw us during Nintendo Treehouse live at E3 earlier this year, we've been hard at developing our hit online action RPG Dauntless for the Nintendo Switch system. We're absolutely thrilled to share a fresh look at our game, including the reveal of our new content expansion, Storm Chasers, complete with the Skyfighter armor and Sky Metal weapon set. These cosmetic items will be available at launch exclusively to players on the Nintendo Switch for free. We hope you enjoy your first look at the next evolution of Dauntless, and we'll see you in the Shattered Isles.
Some of these indie games look really good. Like this one. You show me this, I would not have thought it was an indie game. I thought it would be like, well, a budget big box game. But an indie game? That's impressive that a small group of people would create a game that visually looked this good. Looks like another multiplayer sort of game, though. Oh, I get it. It's Indie Monster Hunter. Well, I think what really impresses me is how high quality the models are. Not necessarily the texturing, although the texturing is still good, but the models. Somebody is good at 3D modeling.
Your stands between your world and the massive boss-sized behemoths that seek to devour it. With cross-platform and cross-region play, you can slay with your friends no matter where they play. And with cross-save functionality, you can take your Slayer on the go with Nintendo Switch no matter where you began your adventure. So form a hunting party and forge your legacy with challenging co-op battles in this rich, evolving world. Create deadly weapons and powerful armor from the very creatures you slay, and immerse yourself in rich customization and crafting systems. Look forward to regular, free content updates featuring new challenges, new behemoths, and more when Dauntless launches as a free download on Nintendo Switch later today.
Interesting. Gotta have that shadow drop.
Hollywood, the 90s.
Again,
An
though,
actress on
multiplayer
a
game,
hit
so
TV
not as
show
interested.
soon finds herself starring in her own murder mystery. Can you and your robot scout crack the case one nonogram at a time? Guess your only option is to dig up clues, while jamming out to tracks from Masakazu Sugimori, the composer behind Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and Beautiful Joe. Along the way, you'll interrogate weird and wonderful characters designed by Hato Moa of Hatoful Boyfriend fame. From TV studios to glitzy award shows, you must uncover a tangled web of conspiracy, deception, and, of course, murder, as you piece together the truth one pixel at a time. It's no longer a mystery. Murder by Numbers launches first as a timed exclusive on Nintendo Switch in early 2020.
This mysterious bounty hunter is a stranger to everyone, because that's his name. He doesn't take kindly to guns, but he will kindly take your moolah in exchange for the bounties he collects. Why? He needs the cash bad, and he'll hunt down every outlaw in Mongo Valley if that's what it takes. Problem is, there's a bounty on his head too. In this action-adventure game, you'll wield Stranger's unusual crossbow that fires off rounds of live ammo from rodents to bugs, and you'll earn
that's
bigger bounties
interesting.
for live captures. With updated FPS controls and gyroscopic aiming, the definitive version of this classic is fast approaching. Oddworld: Stranger's Wrath launches on Nintendo
It is
Switch
so
in January
strange to see
2020. You can
Oddworld
pre-purchase
turn
it
into
later
a
today.
first-person shooter.
Oh man, why is this so adorable? You take an ordinary skateboard, you put a bird on it, and just look at him go. Who wouldn't want to be a skatebird? Whether they're grinding on bendy straws, kick-flipping over staplers, or carving lines through a park held together by sticky tape, skateboards always try their best, don't they? Explore each park, collect tiny clothing, help out fellow birds, and find secret mixtapes of original lo-fi bird hop tunes. Before long, you'll be catching air like only a bird could when Skatebird launches on Nintendo Switch in late 2020.
Like Tony Hawk, of course, but does it play like Tony Hawk, or does it play like one of those other skateboarding games? Because if it's more like actual original Tony Hawk, I'd be interested. Oh. That was the trailer. I was waiting for gameplay. Well, I guess there was gameplay in there.
You saw it for yourself in the trailer, people. Liberated blends the art of cyberpunk, hand-drawn graphic novels with interactivity and action to create one seamless experience. In this near-future dystopia, the eerily familiar, always-online society gives way to complete government control. But that won't stop an insurgent group called Liberated from rising up. But this is no simple tale of good versus evil. As you flip between pages, side-scrolling stealth gunplay, and platforming action, you must witness what transpires from many points of view to parse the truth. Liberated will release first.
So, like a graphic novel version of Comic Zone.
Hi, we're Kid Fox Games, and this is our game Boyfriend Dungeon, a dating simulator dungeon crawler mashup. We are super excited to announce that Boyfriend Dungeon will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, which means you'll be able to date your weapons at home and on the go.
Wait.
If you're like me,
What?
then you're never going to forget your summer stay at Verona Beach, where you're tasked with clearing out all the creatures in the dungeon. Oh, and it only gets better, because the weapons you can find there transform into cuties, and they're single. Forge precious memories of your many loves, and use their individual combat styles
she
to
said
clear out
date your
all
weapons.
monsters as you uncover the dungeon's secrets together. Did I mention romantic dates? Oh, be still my heart.
Dating
and there's
sims
also
are one of
the
those
Nintendo
genres
Switch
that
exclusive HD
don't
Rumble
really
version.
interest me.
Level up your love when Boyfriend Dungeon comes to Nintendo Switch in 2020.
So I'm curious how much
Sometimes
of
the only way
a
to face a tough subject
of a focus
head
it
on,
is in that
even
game.
if that means battling a nightmarish depression living inside a young woman's subconscious. Thankfully, you'll have an expansive combat system on your side, combining a brawler, a top-down shooter, and a dungeon crawler. Every time you slumber, you'll face another randomized dungeon found in one of the game's beautifully haunting dreamscapes. Littered
It is
with
very
powerful
pretty.
artifacts, challenges, and puzzles. Forge friendships in your waking life and use their hopes and dreams to dispel the darkness within. You'll warp the dreamscape around you with lucid powers that alter the flow of time and space. When Dreamscaper launches first on Nintendo Switch.
By the
as a
way,
timed
because I have
exclusive
been
on
forgetting,
consoles in early 2020.
hi Strikeback, hi Beer Force, hi Wireland.
Hey everyone, we're extremely excited to reveal a brand new game we've been working on at Team 17.
We've combined crafting, base building and survival, along with a few surprises, in a new adventure set within the Escapist universe. And on Nintendo Switch you can play with
I
3 of
see
your
a
friends in
ukulele
local wireless
poster in
and
the
online
background.
multiplayer.
We hope you enjoy the video.
Oh yeah, Team 17 was kind of helped out with ukulele. I don't normally play like games like this, but the inclusion of monkeys, I would be willing to give it a try. Because those monkeys were
Whether
actually
you're
kind of cute.
crafting, building, or yes, training monkeys, survival is the name of the game. These procedurally generated islands are alive. They change during the day-night cycle, and they're riddled with adventure and a wealth of secrets. As you, or your monkeys, gather resources and craft items, you'll uncover your own recipes and multiple crafting trees. That should help you overcome the hidden threats lurking within temples, full of exotic riches and slick weaponry. You can play co-op locally or online with up to 3 friends who each have their own game and system to try and survive together. However, not
How
everyone
necessary
will be pleased
is
to
the
see you thrive.
co-op?
The Survivalists releases on Nintendo Switch in 2020.
We're coming to the end of our presentation, so we'd like to take a moment
Oh.
to thank all of our partners for giving Nintendo Switch owners so much to look forward to.
Well said, Kirk. On behalf of
Oops,
Nintendo,
I thought I
thank you
closed
so
that
much.
program.
And thanks to all of you for joining us. Although, now that I think about it, there is one more thing.
There's always one more thing.
Hi, I'm Tom Happ, creator of Axiom Verge. I just wanted to take this moment to thank both Nintendo and Nintendo fans for the love you've shown Axiom Verge over the years. I've been quietly working
forgot
on the
about
next
Axiom
installment of
Verge.
Axiom Verge for about 4 years now. Here's a sneak peek.
I missed out on a lot of great games on Nintendo Switch. It's kind of why I want to get back, I want to kind of get into indie gaming, specifically on the Switch. Because there's a lot of neat stuff on Switch. So is this Axiom Verge 2? I like the sound effects. Yep, Axiom Verge 2. Well, I need to play Axiom Verge 1 first. Okay, so a sloppy opening aside, like I said, this was kind of a last-minute decision to stream this. That was fun! Boy, those 20 minutes went by fast, though. That just shows how much fun I was having. Because it's like, when you're having fun, time flies. I think that's how the saying goes. I definitely some games in here that I would consider for streaming at Twitch. Eventually I would post them at YouTube as well. That's what I do with all of my streams. Everything I stream at Twitch, I eventually post at YouTube. It takes a while, but they get there. Like I said, the first game that I am hoping to stream after I'm done with Pokemon Silver Randomized is New Super Lucky's Tale. That I've been looking forward to that game for most of the year. That game definitely excites me, and we'll see how this goes. Oh, I just got a subscriber at YouTube. Hello, new subscriber at YouTube. I missed your name, but hopefully you enjoy my content. Speaking of which, let me go ahead and pop over to my end slate now while I close things off. By the way, I am a spotted skunk dragon. Hopefully you don't mind that. If you enjoyed this stream so far, obviously it does not matter what species I am already enjoyable. I certainly hope I am. As for content, currently at Twitch, like I said, I'm doing a Pokemon randomized stream of Pokemon Silver, currently in the second half of the game, exploring Kanto. I also do a lot of RPG Maker content. Right now I'm playing this really big, and also kind of wordy, RPG Maker game called Arc Aerith at Twitch. Meanwhile, at YouTube, I am posting playthroughs of Paper Mario, which I am doing 100%, and another RPG Maker game, this one being an action RPG called Gaiken, and Gaiken is one of the best RPG Maker games I have played so far. It is really good. Definitely recommend watching that one from the start, because the story is elaborate, but so getting into type of story. With that said, I thank you guys for joining me here for this stream reaction. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I think I just thanked you twice. Well, I will thank you a third time. Thanks! And that was voice cracking. Way to end it, Erica.